All righty. So welcome to this next episode of Your Music, Your Story. Today we're talking with Slumpt. How's it going? Oh,
Be good. Just chilling.
just hanging out. So first question that I have is there was a live video from No Consent yesterday with the guys from Since We Were a Kid, and now it looks like it was in that house.
This is exactly where it was.
Oh, word.
Yep,
Wait,
in the Slumpt headquarters.
the guys have like a get together or something?
Now, I'm actually in No Consent as well. I play guitar, so this is where we practice.
Oh,
But yeah,
pretty freaking awesome. So we're Since We Kids just happen to be around, and you're like, hey, let's get together.
no, actually, since this guy's over here out with his foot, they're the ones filling in and taking the place of him, and then Tyler decided to jump on just vocals.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it'll be pretty cool.
All right. So who all do we got in the band?
So I'm Brandon. I do vocals. Everybody introduce themselves.
I'm Nico. I play guitar.
Alfonso, I play drums.
I'm John. I play guitar.
Mario, and I play bass.
Who put the bass player in the back?
He did actually. He's actually our like AV tech. He did everything. He set everything up and then sat in the back of the room. So I'm blaming that one on him.
Bass players.
Right? He did center himself in the video though, so I'll give him that.
Strategic placement.
Yep.
So how long have you guys been a band for?
Not even a year yet. We're still in our early stages. We started in about October of last year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I used to play in a band called Set Your Anchor. We toured, we played Warped Tour. So I've already got my feet wet in a bunch of places. So it's not as slow of a start for us.
All right. So were you guys all in different bands? Just like, hey, let's start something different? Or what brought the band about?
Basically, I used to be in Set Your Anchor. That ended. I wanted to do a new project with a bunch of friends that I was close with. So I couldn't think of anybody better than these guys to bring together. I played with a few of them before, and a few of them are brand new, but they're friends throughout the years.
Oh, hot diggity.
Yeah, the only way I like playing music is with friends. It's a better connection. You can write better shit, I feel.
Yeah, I'll give you that. There's a lot better connection with friends.
Yeah, especially when you're friends with people like these guys. They're fucking awesome musicians, and I get to sit there and yell, and they back me 100% on everything. And they're the reason I get to do the crazy shit I do.
So do you just sing on this one?
Yeah, I'm just a singer on this one. I just love yelling at people with the microphone and saying stupid shit. That's my favorite thing. These guys agree, apparently.
A lot of the onstage antics.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I love my conspiracy talk and talking about weed and all that stuff.
Uh-oh. What kind of conspiracies? I love me some conspiracies.
Oh, I go deep, but I try to tell people about Tower 7, get them in lightly, tell them about the JP Morgan and Epstein deal that nobody's seen because they were watching that little submarine, and the 6.2 billion that they just misplaced in the Ukraine that seems to happen all the time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I still love those memes that everyone puts up around Christmas times with the dudes from the motorcycle show back in the early 2000s. They're talking about, did you hang the Christmas tree lights? He's like, I didn't hang them. Well, they're not going to hang himself like Epstein.
Exactly.
It just cracks me up every time I see that. That's awesome. So you guys on your page, you guys have yourself as what is it? Dirty Dino Hardcore or
Dirty Dino.
Dino.
San Bernardino, Dirty Dino.
Oh, I was like, man, is that a new one I don't know about?
Right? Yeah, I mean, you can call it Dino Core. I don't give a fuck. We'll take it.
Oh, so presumably you guys are in San Bernardino, huh?
Yeah, that's where we're based out of.
Okay.
I mean, pretty much Inland Empire, but this is where we play out of.
So just out of curiosity, when No Consent practices, they come down the mountain?
Yep. I mean, the only person who comes down the mountain now is Tyler.
Oh, I guess that's true. If he's the only one up there now.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We make him come play in the hot room and go away from the mountains and all the nice weather.
Whatever, it's freezing up. Well, actually, I don't know what it's like up there now. I don't know.
Pretty nice.
But when I went and talked with them, when I first met Fonzo, what was it? It was only like October, and it was already getting freezing cold at night.
Yeah, I'll let this guy talk about that weather up there because he's had to deal with it.
I'm so happy to not be driving to Big Bear anymore. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Oh, that cracks me up. Yeah, I don't know how people live up there. I don't know how they drive up the mountain every day, but yeah, that's not for me.
It's not for me either, man. I'm used to the city. Like I'm used to the Riverside, like just action, people walking around, the fucking helicopters. I don't give a fuck. But it's too quiet up there, and it's cold, and it's sad, and I don't like it.
You needed civilization. That's awesome. That's awesome. So the first song, well, okay, the latest one you did called Treason. That's the latest one, right?
Yeah, that's the one we just released.
Okay. So what's that song about? Treason?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's about like government taking control, overstepping their bounds, but knowing that they're not really the ones in control. You got to follow the money, follow the trails, follow everything else to figure out what's really going on. And then being able to say, fuck all that bullshit. I'm doing what I want because I know you guys are all bullshitting me anyway.
Oh, word. For sure. For sure.
You know, my conspiracy talk.
It's A-okay. I'm down with that. I kept thinking that one day maybe I'll start a conspiracy podcast.
Right? I'm down. Let's do it.
But yeah, I remember when Fonzo posted that one online, I just thought, oh, that's that good kind of music.
Yeah.
It reminded me a lot of Hatebreed and stuff like that. I don't know if that's what you're going for, but
I appreciate that, man. We were just going for whatever comes out, to be honest, and that's just how it sounds. So, to be considered with Hatebreed, I'm fucking down as fuck.
Hell yeah. Woo, woo. So how long are you guys just doing singles? So did you say, okay, we're just going to go record this one song? And then how long did that take you to record?
So we actually have a ton of songs recorded. We're just retracking them and releasing them. I track here at home in my studio, record a few other bands, but we just decided to lay down the music and release it slow. And then we're doing something kind of cool at the end of the year. I'll announce it right here for the first time. We haven't told anybody shit.
Hells yeah.
We have some friends in Germany called Manifestation, and we're going to do a split with them at the end of the year. And we're going to go record in the studio and do 4 tracks each, and then do a big release on it.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. That'll be awesome. You guys going to do some tours on that?
Yep, we definitely want to go to Europe and support it in Germany for sure. And then we're actually going to do like a little 3-day run here at the end of August to get us started and get our feet wet as Slumpt.
All right. Nice. So with the 4 Forever and this one, you did those in your studio at home.
Yep, this very room you're looking at right here is where we recorded it.
All right. Just out of curiosity, how many songs do you have that you're going to release out?
Right now, I want to say we're sitting on like 7 to 8.
Okay. And how often are you going to release them?
We're trying to do a steady stream about like maybe once every 6 to 8 weeks right now. And then the big drop at the end of the year, we'll drop 4 new tracks all at once.
Awesome. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So
Yo.
we're going to keep it flowing. We know everybody likes to hear new music and don't want to be stuck with the same shit. So we actually have one where we need to do some leads and some vocals, which we'll probably do after this podcast. And that'll get ready for release.
All right. That's awesome. So are you guys also going to do videos with these, or you're just doing the song releases?
We actually have a lyric video already made, and I'm going to get that put out through a bigger channel on YouTube and have a little bit of help with some promotion on it.
Oh, that's good. That's always helpful.
Yeah, it'll be a lyric video for Treason. Our guitar player Nico here actually made it.
Oh, dang. You guys are all in-house, everything.
I mean, DIY till I die is how I was always raised. Booking, everything. Fuck it. We can do it if nobody else will.
Hell yeah. I like it. I like the DIY. Most of what I do is that, but then it gets boring doing it by yourself.
Yeah, sometimes it does. That's why I got these guys.
Yeah, you can only play with yourself for so long before it gets boring.
Yeah, it stops being so fun, you know? It used to be a lot more fun and then just dwindles down.
Yeah. Oh, true. I tell you, doing this podcast definitely.
The shit that you're writing is awesome though.
Well, thank you. Thank
The
you.
stuff that you're putting out on Facebook and stuff, like with the 3 different instruments and all that. I see you, bro. That shit's nice.
That's my Christmas covers.
There you go, bro. Hey, but yeah, it's good shit, brother.
Thank you. Thank you. It's fun, but like you said, I mean, you can only be so exciting sitting around in the room, just like, all right, well, this is cool. It's still fun. I can't say. Sometimes I can get the chills, but it's definitely not as cool as a whole band. It's just not the same.
Yeah, and I've been playing music for over 15 years now. I've never had a vibe like this group, so I think we're going to put out the best stuff that I've ever released personally, for sure.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So are you guys all in other, so you're in No Consent, or is everyone else in additional bands as well?
Actually, a couple of us are. I'll let them introduce them and talk about it real quick.
So I'm actually in a kind of like new metal trapcore project called Fearmonger. So, and that's like a very kind of DIY in-house thing too. Me and just one other guy, we write out all the instruments and then put out the the vocals, and it's me and shout out Blockburner, it's the other dude.
So I'm not sure I know what trapcore is. Is it
it's kind of like it's like, so trap is like a subgenre of hip hop and rap, and it's mixing that with like metal and kind of new metal. I grew up with a lot of that sort of era with like Corn, Limp Bizkit, and all that. You know, being a '90s kid. So
just out of when you're using your drums, are you using like that hip hop? You're using sampled drums, or are you guys doing like an actual drum set, or just kind of?
For that project, we're in a room like probably a quarter of this size, almost, or half, and so all the drums are sampled.
Nice.
So we have trap drums, and then we have sampled acoustic kits as well that we throw in, especially like we have like big rock type choruses and all that. So
Oh, that's awesome.
then
Good team.
I'm in another band called Scarlet Siren, and we are a melodic metalcore band. So think of a cross between like Killswitch Engage and Evanescence. It's a female-fronted melodic metalcore band based out of Riverside, California. And yeah, we fucking rock. So if you like Killswitch or Evanescence, you'll definitely like us. So check us out.
I need to Google this because that sounds extremely familiar. Okay, what is it again? What is that?
It's a Scarlet Siren. Instagram is Scarlet Siren Music.
I'll have to check that out. That sounds extremely familiar.
Yeah,
How long
man.
have you guys been playing?
That band is around 1 to 2 years old. Yeah, just roughly about 1 to 2 years old. I am the most recent member to be added to that roster within the last. It's been about 5 months, I believe, 5-6 months. So I do bass and vocals in that one.
Yeah, I don't know. That just sounds really familiar for some reason. But
yeah, it's possible. Yeah, we got about five songs out on Spotify right now, and Apple, Music and all that. But yeah,
now you mentioned that, I want to say, I mean, I don't think I'm technologically stupid, but I tell you, man, sometimes I do not understand Spotify. No clue. So when I was going up to talk with No Consent, I just had it on Spotify, just listening to some of their songs. And for some reason, it would just change to random bands. And now that you mentioned that, I want to say that's where I had heard it. Scarlet had like popped up. And at first I'm like, no, I want No Consent. And I couldn't figure out how to get it back. So just had to listen to it.
So yeah.
I mean, no offense, but I couldn't figure out how to get it back to where I was going.
Well, for the time that you spent listening, we still thank you.
Go team. Oh dear.
I've heard ups and downs with Spotify with that. For that, it could be harder to navigate, et cetera. But we're on all platforms, so.
Yeah. Oh, nice. That was the same thing when I was listening to Treason on this work on the way to work this morning. It got done. Then I went to go to do Forever, and I don't even know who it went to, and I could not get it to go back. If I shut my phone down and restart it, then it would just play Treason. So,
oh man,
I don't know if I'm just dumb. I don't know, but Spotify is not my friend.
I'm sure not though. So are you more of an Apple Music guy then, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mostly because I have an Apple. That's why. Not that I really know anything.
Respect.
So even then, I still actually got another band. I'm the crazy asshole that's in 3 bands. So I play in another hardcore band called Arcline. And that's with some of the guys in a band called Hoods. I don't know if you ever heard of those guys.
It doesn't sound familiar. Man, you're just a busy man.
I'm ridiculously busy.
Holy cow. Yeah. You got to be busy. It just keeps life going.
Yep. I mean, I have a studio. Why not use it, right?
Yeah, for sure. So are you guys on doing shows with I know you guys there's been a lot of posts with the hardcore versus skatecore, or I'm not sure. I don't remember what it is.
Yeah, it was a punk versus hardcore fest.
There we go. Are you guys doing that?
Yeah, that actually already passed the 15th. So our next couple shows, we're going to have one in Highland, California. It's going to be at 3rd Street Tavern. And then we're actually going to head out to Arizona for a couple days and get out of here.
Yeah, right in the middle of the heat.
Yeah, man, I got to show these guys what's up. They got to be ready for the humidity and everything.
Dang it.
Yep.
Hopefully they're not outside shows though.
Oh, one is for sure, but it's about 50 yards from the river. So if we get too hot, we'll go jump in the Colorado River. It'll be all right.
Hot
We're the
ticket.
ghetto kids from San Bernardino, man. We don't give a fuck.
Get in my underwear and just go.
Yep. Rolling.
That's awesome. So how did you guys get these shows? Do you just, like you say, you're doing all your booking, you just find places to play?
No, so when I played in Set Your Anchor, we actually used to tour a ton over the US, did multiple US tours. We got to play Warp Tour. We did all kinds of cool shit. So I kept up with all those contacts over the years, and all I got to do is send a message out and be like, hey, man, you got this date available. Most people were still willing to help me out.
Oh, that's nice. Hey, that's good. You should keep in ties. I like to burn bridges sometimes. You
Oh,
know,
I've definitely burned some things down.
F you, you're cool. I'm out.
Exactly.
All right. So on your Forever song, what is that song about? I enjoyed that one.
That's just about us being here, and we're not going nowhere, whether you like it or not. We're going to be slumped forever.
So where did you guys come up with the name?
I came up with it because we're stoners, and that's how everybody leaves my house. I just say, damn, you're slumped. Just kind of stuck.
Hey, I got a great name for a band.
Exactly.
So how often are you guys playing shows? Are you guys playing every week?
No, we're playing about like once or twice a month. It's not that we don't want to play more. We've got a little bit of an issue with the drummer's foot right now. So
All handy capable.
that's going to get healed up and we'll get back at it. But it's looking like hopefully the end of August we should be back.
Nice. Okay. So you're not going to do a show until Fonzo's foot gets better? Or are you going to have fill-ins? Or what?
So we got those dates. It's going to be the end of August, 25th, 6th, and 7th. So if he's ready, he's playing because there's nobody else I want behind the kit besides him. But if we need to fill in, we do have some friends that's definitely willing to help us out and go with us.
All right. So do you guys play lots of shows with Since We Were Kids?
Actually, kind of right now, yeah, we do. But I actually know those guys from way back in the day with my old band. We used to play with like Murder, Death, Kill when those guys were that band.
Oh, and Blood Stand Still.
Yeah, those kind of days. The fun times.
I tell you, that's awesome. I know I talked with that with Afonso with No Consent, but so I grew up in the same town as Art and Danny, and they were originally like a punk type band, like real kind of, I don't want to say poppy, but it was definitely a whole lot different than it was now, for sure. So it kind of cracks me up that now they're all hardcore.
Right? They're playing way too fast compared to what they used to now. I'm like, all right, I see you guys.
There's no reason to slow down.
Right? I mean, if they can do it, why not?
Hell yeah. So you have your shows coming up in August. Is this going to be like a tour, or is it just going to be go to Arizona and then come back?
Yeah, it's just going to be like a little 3-day weekend run. Nothing crazy, but we should be hitting 3rd Street Tavern in Highland. We're going to do Yuma, Arizona. It's called Prison Hill. It's one of my favorite places I've ever played. It's outside on a concrete pad with a generator and a PA. And it's fucking awesome.
Oh, that's going to be hot. But
Oh, yeah, it'll probably be like 90 to 100 while we're playing.
are you guys playing in the like the afternoon, the evenings probably?
Yeah, the show's going to start at 7, so it'll be way later by the time we go on.
Yeah, it ain't going to be like 900 degrees in the middle of the day.
Yeah, as long as the sun's not beating on us, we should be all right.
All right. So who else are you going to be playing with? Are you going to be playing with the same bands at both shows, or are they going to be different bands?
So we're getting a band called Out of Chaos from Hemet. They're going to go on with us. And then there's another band from Yuma called Prisoners, and they're going to do a few dates with us.
Nice. Nice. Sounds like that'll be a hoot for you guys.
Yeah, man. I mean, I just love getting out to play in front of new people. It doesn't matter where I'm at.
Oh, yeah. There is something magical about playing shows.
Yeah, especially when you're somewhere you know you're not going to be the next day. It's a whole new level of I could do stupid shit because I'm not coming back.
I can call you names, you dirty bastard.
I could say the wildest shit and it's just cool because nobody remembers the next day.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So when you guys are going to plan on going to Germany, or to Europe, I guess, are you going to go just straight to Europe? Are you going to play some shows around in America, whatever, and then go over there, or just go straight to Europe?
So we'll probably do 2 separate tours. We'll bring them over here for like a US support tour. And then we'll go back over there and do a Germany support, like a Germany, Holland, and maybe Austria.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like fun. So do you have connections out there, or are you depending on them to help get the shows together?
We've actually got both. So we've got people that we know out there, and then they themselves they're always supporting like really big bands. I think they just supported Agnostic Front.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, they have a lot of connections there themselves. They had a whole tour already booked for Set Your Anchor, but unfortunately, like we broke up before we could go.
That's gotta hurt.
I mean, to be honest, I'm glad I get to do it with this group instead because we're way more solid than those dudes were. So I feel better about going with this group. It's okay I didn't go then because we could redeem it now.
Oh, that'd be fun. Nothing wrong with that. So out of curiosity, so I stuck with a band from kind of a punk band called Speedy Fun from Madrid, Spain. When I was talking with them, or at least around that Madrid area, like the punk scene or some little bit of the hard rock scene is just almost non-existent. Is that, I'm assuming that's not the same, what it sounds like around in Germany or wherever it is you're going, or is there a scene for it?
So I actually know there's pretty decent scenes through most of Europe. Like I said, one of the guys I play with is in a band called Hoods, and they do at least one European tour every year. And they always have pretty good turnouts, but it's just smaller clubs and it's not going super wild, like out of their means. But if they stick to smaller clubs, it's usually pretty decent. There's still a lot of underground hardcore bands there.
All right. Nice. That'll be fun. So does anybody know any German or Swedish, or I don't even know I know German. I don't know what Austria does. Austrian.
I only learned the bad words that they taught me.
I think that's a foreign language that everybody knows.
Yeah. For some reason, we only wanted to learn bad words.
That's what like people ask. So do you know Spanish? I said, well, I only know bad words.
Yeah, exactly.
People are like, do you know French? Well, again, I only know bad words.
If anybody asks me something, I can only offend them.
Don't ask me anything.
Yeah, we're assholes. So he was actually in Germany a lot of the time, so he knows they all speak English out there, so we don't have to worry about that.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So
I still
how many shows are you guys going to play when you go out there?
We'll see what's in our means at the time, because obviously we're not paid professionals yet. You know, we're still struggling to get by doing it on our own dollar. So if we can get some support from a European label, we might be able to stay a little bit longer. But maybe like 10 to 14 days is what we're thinking right now.
So do they do that where labels out there help support your shows or anything like that? I don't know how that works.
Yeah, so if we could find just like a label or a booking agent that's out there willing to help us, they could just basically take care of more dates for us and make sure they're secured with contracts versus DIY is DIY. Sometimes it works out. Sometimes it's a 15-year-old kid that told you he'd give you $600 and he's like, "Well, I don't got it, dude.
Thanks for playing, but I ain't got nothing.
Guys were great."
I'll beat you in the parking lot. Well, that'd be fun for you guys. Now, how many bands are going to go with you when you go out over to the Europe?
So I'm actually probably going to try to take the Arcline guys out and get the double dip. I'll play guitar and do vocals, but since they've been there a lot, he has a lot of connections already as well.
Okay, that'll be good. That'll definitely be nice or be helpful.
Yeah, I mean, especially if somebody goes there all the time, why not bring them with us?
That's a smart business move.
Yeah.
Sure, they got connections.
Yeah. We just got to worry about drugs is our problem. You know, we like weed too much, and apparently it's not legal everywhere out there.
Hey, you don't want to end up in them German prisons or whoever else.
Right? We need
Weed, yo.
yeah. We just need to make sure we all can play the shows.
Yeah. And then not get in trouble.
Right? That's hard in other countries, especially when you're on tour.
So
Apparently-
is it super strict over there? Like, in California, it's legal to what, a certain extent, but I'm assuming it's kind of like other states where it's not legal, or is it kind of worse?
Well, it's definitely worse in some places. It's like still way worse than a felony even in a lot of places. Yeah, and I know Germany, when my friends were over here, they were like, you don't even talk about smoking with your friends. It's something that is just done in private. It's like you don't do it on the streets, you do it in your home, and that is it. But I did just talk to the singer of Arcline, and when he was there, he got pulled over in France. And they tore out the whole van, tore everything out of the car. They found an empty jar and was like, "What is this?" And he was like, "CBD." He's like, "It's CBD." And they just started yelling. He's like, "There's nothing in it anyway." And little did they know he had everything on his pocket. So they went and checked him, and he had one of those nifty little North Face jackets with a hidden pocket. Didn't check him. So he was good to go. But otherwise, it wouldn't be so nice. They definitely wouldn't have played.
That sucks. So that's probably like a misdemeanor. Or I mean, yeah, I don't even know. I don't know my law.
Yeah, I don't know either. That's why I'm like, I don't know what I should do or can't do, but they got pulled over for being overweight in a van.
What? So just driving down the road, like weighing the scale or something? I mean, how do you know a van's overweight?
I guess they make you like hit the scales when you're in like a passenger van still. And they didn't let them know they were overweight. They just let them go and then pulled them over.
Get these a-holes a little bit up the road.
Yeah. So I don't trust them.
Oh, what a bunch of dicks. Oh, what a bunch of dicks. All right.
Weird
Well,
stuff.
that sounds like that's going to be more planning into your schedule making.
We'll probably just try to get the promoters to get us weed. Who knows? We'll figure that out.
That way it's not on your person
Exactly. It's waiting for us.
in strategic
Mhm.
locations.
I mean, we're called Slump for a reason.
Well, maybe people won't think of it over there. They'll think it's just a weird American word.
Yeah, I mean, people don't get it here either. They think we like to knock out people and shit like that. I'm like, no, that's not it. Think we're fucking everybody.
Like that's what they think it means.
Yeah. They're like, oh, getting slumped where I'm from is getting knocked the fuck out. I'm like, oh damn. Different meaning over here.
You're gonna meet someone in the parking lot. Oh yeah, you want to try some slump?
Yeah, I got slumped OG. What's up, man?
That would definitely suck. But so, what kind of shows you guys got booked? Like you got your Arizona one, and that's what in August, you said?
Yeah, that's gonna be August 26th at Prison Hill, and then Third Street Tavern, and we're also playing in September 30th in Temecula. So we'll have flyers and all that announced on Instagram, and so just stay up on there.
That'd be fun. So, and what song do you guys are gonna release a song here pretty soon?
Yeah, the next track's gonna be called Unlovable.
What's that one about? Being angry?
Honestly, it's about being depressed as shit
Oh,
and getting through it. So, shit ain't so easy all the time, but you get through it and make it better.
yeah. That's what we call life sometimes, unfortunately.
But truthfully, nothing would mean as much as it does if you don't have the lows when you get the highs.
Yeah, true. So, how do you guys write your music? Do you start with a guitar riff? Do you start with your vocals? It just depends. Do you start with your drum tracks or bass tracks?
We're kind of all over the place, but most of the time we start with guitar riffs, and then we usually write out a whole song like in Pro Tools, and then we'll learn it. There's been like one or two songs where we've actually jammed live. Everything else we just write on the fly in Pro Tools.
So how does how does that work? You just okay, here's the drum track. Let's just play a drum track real quick. And then how does that
No, so I've got an electric kit back here. So he could just jam on the electric kit inside Pro Tools, and we just run VSTs so we can play guitar and bass. And then we could literally track everything at the same time and just write a whole song. So it's jamming there, but sometimes we'll start with a riff.
So you're just jamming it out and recording it live, basically.
Yeah. And then we'll go refinish it, or sometimes we'll just write out a whole song and just program the drums and then let Fonzo come in and put the Fonzify on it.
That's what I'm talking about. Put your little man juice on it.
Yeah. And you can always tell when he puts his touch.
So I'm gonna go out on a limb that you guys don't have a problem with sampled drums at all on that one.
I didn't hear you on that one. What was that?
So do you guys have you don't have an issue with sampled drums? So if you're just gonna do like your electronic drums, that's fine until maybe Fonzo comes.
No, he actually even tracks on the electric kit. I really don't care about samples as long as they have like a live feeling to them. If it sounds like it does in the end, who cares?
Nice.
I'm not the old analog, like only analog. Like, no, I used to be like that. And I was like, why am I going to fight everything and pay more money to get the same sound?
True. I've been having a huge issue with that because sometimes, drums are loud and, you just can't do it whenever you feel like it, especially like when I go out of town for work. Man, I've been having a hard time buying like Superior Drummer because I'm like, you know what? I could do a whole track when I'm gone for 2 weeks because I'll take my guitars, but I'm like, as a drummer, I just can't do it. But I'm like, but I mean, those drums sound so much better than my drums, and I could just program them so much easier. But man, I've been having about the last 3 years. I'm like, no, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put it in my cart. Hell no, I can't do it. I'm a drummer.
Yeah, let Fonzo talk.
I'm actually playing all of it. It's just goes through process, not like recording live drums. But I'm still playing everything you hear, you know what I mean? Like it's not programmed at all that way.
Not so it's still you playing the drums. It's not like you're replacing. Oh well, we'll keep you on a live show, but it's you
Right,
playing.
it's not like they're getting the idea from me and then programming the drums. Get me?
Yeah,
That I'm not okay with, but I am okay with the way that this is going. I understand you when you say that, when you're like, yeah, I wouldn't. I did one album like that in all the 20 years that I've been playing drums, and I'll never do it again. And you can't even get excited for the release of an album you didn't play on.
yeah.
You can't be like, listen to this shit, bro. It's sick. You can't get behind it if it's not you. Like, why the fuck would you care?
Oh, for sure.
But this is just instead of recording live drums, we just track it on an electric kit, with a good electric kit, run it through the computer, and then make it sound like live drums, but it's still all me.
Nice.
So
I
that's
have
a good idea for you, dude.
I have one album like that when I used to play in the band called the Retcons. Our second album that we did, I don't even remember what the name of it is. So I have my version of it, and then there's the version that's out on Bandcamp and all the rest of them. So the way we did it is we just did it in my living room, and same thing. We just did it all live except for the vocals. and I understand, doesn't really sound the greatest, but I'm all right with it. So the one guy, he mixed it, and he put a sample on the snare, which for the most part was okay. But anytime that I did a fast roll, it wouldn't keep up with the snare sample wouldn't keep up with the roll. So it would just sound like I'm a stuttering garbage drummer. And I didn't tell anybody to go download that album. I didn't tell anybody about it because I'm like, it sounds like garbage. It sounds like I'm a crap drummer. I mean, yeah, the drums sound better than what I recorded, but the actual playing, it's so irritating. I couldn't do it. So
Yeah, it's come a long way, honestly. I use like slate drums or a mix wave, and that's like through contact, and it's so much different. Like the rim shots, everything is there. Like everything you want to be there is there.
damn it.
Yeah, you can do chokes, cymbal chokes, everything you want in a live kit. It sounds like a live kit. And if you get the right electric kit, it'll still feel close to it. So it's still like you're playing a kit. And like you said, every hit was him. It's him playing the whole thing. It's like live drums, but you're just playing something that triggers something.
Damn it, you're making me want to buy some more. Dang, I don't want to buy any more stuff.
Yeah, if you want the cheapest one, go for like a mix wave. They're like 60 to $100.
Right. Hold on, let me write that. Mix wave, is that what it is?
Shout out Paul Allen, Sweetwater.
Sweetwater's the homies.
Yep.
Man, I still get email. So one day when I built my pedal board, I got some patch cables, and I just happened to call and say, hey, I got a question about some of the non-solder kits. That dude sends me an email all the time. So how's your pedal board coming along? Do you still need more stuff? Like, no, dude. No, I got my pedal board. How's your pedal board? Do you need anything else? And then it'll put all these ads for this other stuff. So
yeah. They go as far as calling me like, hey man, so that software you got, do you need any help? You need anything? I'm like, no, I'm good, Paul. I'll talk to you next time, man.
Dirty salesman.
I know you're gonna call again. It's all right. Just keep sending me candy. It's okay.
That's awesome. I like those guys a whole lot better in Guitar Center, though. Geez, I hate Guitar Center now.
I do too.
Man.
Yeah, I will say, man, I wanted like a brand new bass pedal before a tour one time. I was like, man, I want to get it, but I'm leaving in 2 days. He was like, do you really want it? I'll get it there in 2 days, no extra cost. I was like, yeah, man, if you could do it. And he got it there in 1 day. I was like, damn, that is the craziest service I've ever seen in my life. And I got to take it on tour.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's what just here. I'm like, okay, let me go get a drum head. So I like the Kevlar heads on the snare. So I'll go in there and be like, oh, well, we don't have, which I kind of understand. They're a little bit more of a, they're more for marching bands. So I understand. I'm like, okay, well, what about some strings? Oh, we don't have that type of strings, but we can order it for you. I'm like, no, no, that's why I came in here. I want you. I could have done that on Amazon. All right. Well, do you guys have do you have this? No, we don't have it here. I'm like, why the hell am I even coming into this stupid store?
Yeah. I want to say we stood there for like 45 minutes trying to buy cymbals one day and nobody would help us. It's like, hey, do I gotta like slap you with money to be like, I'm trying to buy this? What the fuck?
Look at all this that I have here.
Right? Walk out the door. This could have been yours.
You dirty ales. I'm going to Sweetwater.
Yep. That's why Paul Allen's a man.
That's your man.
Well, I don't know. He's the only rep I get. So, I mean, I guess he is.
I think mine's name is Steve. He's the one that I don't know his last name, but he's the one that emails me.
Paul Allen's just like funny name to me. So I just remembered it all these years. And he keeps calling. He's pretty consistent. So I'm like, all right, dude, I'm just going to save your number.
Hey, you're important, man. They only send me emails. Man, they send you phone calls.
I must just be an old customer. Who knows? I keep buying shit too. They get me. They get me all the time.
Call this dude. We know he'll buy something.
He's been looking at a new guitar. Get him. See, he calls all of Slumpt almost. He calls Mario too.
They have their business meeting. All right. So who's hit up the dudes in Slumpt? I got it. I know at least one of them wants something.
Right? Just call one of them. Send them all a text. They'll reply. Alfonso says Richie Clemens is the guy for him.
Everybody's got a guy.
And I know a guy.
Yeah, I know a guy.
Mario knows my guy too, but we know a guy.
Oh, that's awesome.
We're all concerned about what our Sweetwater reps are now. Now we all got to find out who it is.
Sweetwater. No.
Oh,
Anyway, back
shout
to
out
fan life.
Corey.
Oh, shout out to Paul Allen. Maybe I'll send that dude an email. Hey, we talked about you in the podcast.
Right? Send me discounts.
What do you got? Yeah, what do you got for a discount?
Right?
Yeah, that's the other thing that kind of irritating. They don't even haggle. They used to haggle back in the day at Guitar Center. No, nothing.
Right? You can't do shit no more. No more ding specials. I mean, you can still do the Guitar Center rental, return it in 30 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great studio trick.
Last thing I bought from there was because I got a Focusrite. I don't even remember what it was called now. I don't know. The Focusrite thingy. So it's just the 8 inputs. Octopre and I don't know. Hell, I don't know. Anyway, it went out. So I got the new one. And the guy's like, oh yeah, we've got it in the store. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna come down and buy it. The guy walks in there, goes, yeah, I don't know where it is. So you can come back tomorrow.
What the fuck?
I'm like, yeah, I could have. Well, anyway, he's like, all right, but just talk with Sally or whoever it is, and they'll give you some cables. I'm like, I don't need cables. I got plenty of cables. So I go in there the next day because Amazon was going to be 4 days. So they couldn't get it to me in 4 days. So I go in there and she goes, let me go look through the back because I know we have it. I'm like, all right, I'll just go play some guitars. She comes back. She's like, I know we have it because we have the box, but I can't find the unit. I'm like, well, what the hell do I want the unit for if you know where the box is, but you don't know where the unit is? I think they had one transferred because I went back the next day and got it. And it was brand new. And they knew where the unit and the box was. Bunch of turds. Anyway, stupid Guitar Center.
Yeah, I know. I will shout out Sam Ash though. They mismarked a bass and I got $1,000 off of it. So I appreciate the shitty employees.
They can't read numbers. What kind of bass did you get?
Music Man.
Okay. Do you like that?
$800.
Wait, what?
A Music Man for $800.
So you got an $1,800 Music Man because somebody forgot to put the one on there?
Exactly.
Dang, I need to start shopping at Sam Ash.
That's what I'm saying.
Look for those missing ones.
Yep.
And nobody noticed. Like, I mean, you think they know musician, they know their gear.
They never checked at one thing. I was tripping. I was like, there's no way. I looked in the back, it said made in California. I was like, okay, that's real.
Go ahead and ring that up for 800.
Yep.
Thank
You know what? I'll even take a case today. I'll give you an upsell. They didn't question one bit.
They probably like, dude, we just screwed this dude with the case.
Yep. He paid full price for the case. What an idiot.
Holy crap. Damn, I really need to start going to Sam Ash.
Right? You never know what you're going to find.
All righty. So now I just forgot what the question I was going to ask you. I was thinking about Sam Ash. I haven't been up there we used to have a guy that we worked with. He was trying to build a pedal board. Now this dude was kind of a kook. So apparently he played guitar. I don't know. He just showed up. Basically, I work with the Air Force, so he just happened to come in and work with us. I think in a 6-month period, that dude had to have spent about 30 or 40 grand. So he bought first was a Marshall, and he's like, I don't like this. So then he took it back and he got a Line 6. This doesn't sound right. So then he got another Marshall, and he couldn't. Basically, his line in he was using was the effects in. I'm like, no, dude, you put your guitar in the line in at the beginning, and your effects loop goes in the. You don't put your guitar in the effects loop. But no, he had to do it anyway. He liked. I don't even remember what the pedal board was and all the pedals, but he had about 15 of them, and he bought them all from Sam Ash. So we made all kinds of trips to Sam Ash for like 3 weeks straight, every day. I need this pedal. I'm like, hell yeah, I'll roll. I'll roll if we're going to Sam Ash.
That sounds fun as fuck. There's Sam Ash trips all the time.
Hell yeah.
Should have been looking for those missing numbers, though. That's where you messed up.
I didn't even know such things existed.
Me neither.
But now that we do. All right. All right.
Didn't hear it from us.
All right. So back to the more important stuff, the music.
For sure.
So have you guys always enjoyed? I just forgot the hard Dino core.
Dirty Dino Hardcore.
Dirty Dino Hardcore.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, well, like we talked about when Fonzo put it up there. I'm just like, man, that's that good music. That's that good music. That my favorite song is "Destroy Everything" by Hatebreed.
Yeah.
That's just one of those where you're like, this song gets me today.
Yep. Just straight up in your face. Fuck you, hardcore. That's what I love.
So when you guys started the band, where you're like, hey, I think you'd mentioned it before, you're just like, this is the style we're going to go with, or that's just kind of how it came out?
It's just what I write for the most part. Like I'm a guitar player too, so I kind of had a basis for most of like a few songs that we had, and I was like, this is kind of the direction I'm going in, and they were all with it. So I was like, cool, we'll just keep pushing this way.
You're like, hell yeah. Oh,
It's
that's a good stuff.
just what I put out. And then Fonzo actually showed up just to hang out. And I was like, hey, man, check out this music I'm working on. And he checked it out. He's like, I want to play it. It's like, all right, let's do it. And now that's how he's in the band.
So you didn't have a drummer at that point, or you did, or how'd that work out?
We had a drummer, but he was too busy. He's like, those drummers that have 42 bands and they just got too much going on, but they keep saying yes to everything.
Yeah, I'll do it. Can you do it? No.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I could do it. We're good, but you just don't have the time. Nothing against him. He's a fucking amazing drummer. He just doesn't have the time.
Nice.
So we were kind of sitting stale and not able to play shows because of that. I'd be like, hey, man, is this date available? He's like, nope, got a show. It's like, is this date available? Nope, got a show. I was like, well, fuck.
Yeah, that's irritating.
Yeah. So even like months out in advance, it was like, damn, I still can't book shit.
Oh, forget that.
Yeah. So with Alfonso, he's just down unless he has a medical emergency, which we understand. You know what I mean? Shit happens in life.
Yeah, for sure. Especially those ones. That sucks.
Yeah. I'm just glad he's here with us and we could help him when we needed to.
Hell yeah. So who was it? I was talking with Cadaver Pudding, and we were talking about that. He was telling about the guy. I don't know what band it was, but he's missing his right leg. I think he's got a little stump. So he's got a little pedal attached to his chair. I mean, the dude's doing double bass with it. So I guess you don't need a leg to do some double bass.
Yeah, it's the Ghost Inside. I know.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yep, that's the drummer from the Ghost Inside. So he lost it in a van, and he put like a golf club on his drum pedal, and that's what he was doing.
So like the golf pedal was attached to the pedal or the golf club, and it was
Yeah.
just
And they welded some kind of flat something on there, and then now he could play.
I got a hand. The dude's good. I mean, he's better than I am with 2 feet. Double bass.
Right? Yeah, Alfonso's a better drummer than I'll ever be with his missing limbs.
but if it falls off, we have a replacement solution.
Yeah, right.
Uh
We got him. We got advanced technology now. I'm sure something will come out.
get him one of them robo legs.
Yep, we'll just program his foot, make sure it's going the right speed. Would it be programmed drums at that point?
Who knows? That's awesome. Well, all right. Thanks, guys. It's been fun. It's always fun just to socialize and talk crap about stuff.
Yeah, man, it's been a blast. Thanks for having us.
Maybe we'll have to have a conspiracy one day.
I am super down. Anytime you want to have us back, we're down.
We could talk about the good stuff.
Right? All the fun stuff. Tartaria, the good stuff.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, conspiracies, but we'll leave that for another day, maybe.
All good.
All right. Well, thanks for joining me. Good luck on your shows. I hope you get feeling better, Fawns, and your foot, and you can rock out.
Yeah, thank you for having us. Appreciate it.
We're hardcore.
Slump forever, motherfuckers. See ya.
Hell yeah. All right. Have a good night.
You too.